Planning to travel with your pet? Here's what you need to know. Embarking on a journey with your furry friend can be a thrilling experience. The joy of exploring new places, all while having your pet by your side, is truly unmatched. But it's not as simple as packing your bags and setting off. There's a whole world of pet travel that you need to familiarize yourself with to ensure your pet's comfort and safety. This video is meant to serve as a comprehensive guide, providing you with useful tips and best practices for traveling with your pet, be it a dog or a cat. We'll talk about pre-travel preparations, packing essentials, and how to navigate different modes of travel, including car and plane journeys. All of this to make sure your pet's travel experience is as smooth and stress-free as possible. Remember, your pet's comfort and safety should always be your top priority. Before setting off on your journey, there are a few pre-travel preparations to consider. In the excitement of planning a trip, it's easy to overlook some of these crucial steps, but they are key to ensuring a safe and smooth journey with your furry companion. First and foremost, a visit to the vet is essential. Your pet's health is paramount, and a quick checkup can ensure they're fit to travel. Your vet can also provide advice tailored to your pet's specific needs and circumstances. For instance, if your pet is prone to anxiety during travel, your vet might recommend certain calming strategies or medications. Next, it's important to ensure that your pet is microchipped and that all of their vaccinations are up to date. Microchips are a form of permanent identification that can prove invaluable if your pet gets lost during your travels. It's a small device implanted under your pet's skin, and it carries a unique identification number that can be read by a scanner. It's a simple procedure and can provide peace of mind knowing that your pet can be identified and returned to you, even if they lose their collar or tags. As for vaccinations, different regions and countries have different diseases that your pet may be exposed to. Keeping their vaccinations up to date will protect them from these potential health risks. Always carry a copy of your pet's vaccination records and any other important medical information. In addition to health considerations, it's also crucial to research pet-friendly accommodations in advance. Not all hotels or rental properties welcome pets, and those that do often have specific rules and restrictions. Knowing these in advance can help you avoid any last-minute surprises or complications. Finally, understanding the travel policies for pets on various modes of transport is critical. Whether you're traveling by car, plane, or public transport, different rules and regulations apply. Familiarize yourself with these policies to ensure a hassle-free journey. Being well prepared can make the journey smoother and more comfortable for both you and your pet. When it comes to packing for your pet, there are some essentials you shouldn't forget. First and foremost, you must pack enough food and water for the journey and the duration of your stay. Remember, changes in diet can upset your pet's stomach, so it's best to stick to the food they're accustomed to. A collapsible bowl can be quite handy for serving meals on the go. Next up is the leash. Even if your pet is well trained, unfamiliar environments can be disorienting. A leash helps keep them safe and close to you. For cats, a harness might be a better option. A comfortable carrier is another must-have. Whether you're traveling by car, plane, or public transport, your pet needs their own safe space. Make sure the carrier is well ventilated, secure, and the right size for your pet. A carrier that's too small can cause discomfort, while one that's too large can be unsafe. Don't forget your pet's favorite toys. Familiar items can provide comfort and help alleviate stress. Just like us, pets find solace in the familiar. Their favorite squeaky toy or feather wand can make a world of difference in an unfamiliar environment. Waste bags are another essential. Whether you're in a hotel room or at a roadside stop, it's important to be prepared to clean up after your pet. Biodegradable options are available if you're environmentally conscious. Last but not least, don't forget any needed medications. If your pet has a prescription, ensure you pack enough for the duration of your trip, plus a little extra in case of delays. A basic pet first aid kit could also be useful. Remember, the goal is to recreate a piece of your pet's everyday environment to help them feel at ease. It's all about comfort, safety, and familiarity. Packing these essentials will ensure your pet feels at home, no matter where you are. If you're hitting the road with your pet, there are some guidelines to follow. First and foremost, it's crucial to secure your pet in the car. Just as you put on a seatbelt, your pet needs a form of restraint too. This could be a pet seatbelt, a pet carrier, or a barrier for the back of the car. A sudden stop or accident can be dangerous for an unrestrained pet, and an excited or nervous pet can be a distraction for the driver. Now let's talk about pit stops. Your furry companion will need frequent breaks for bathroom needs and exercise, just like you do. Plan your route with stops every 2 to 3 hours. This allows your pet to stretch their legs, hydrate, and relieve themselves. Remember, a well-exercised pet is a contented pet, and a contented pet makes for a smoother journey. The importance of not leaving a pet alone in a car cannot be overstated. Even with the windows cracked, a car can rapidly heat up to dangerous, even deadly temperatures. Even in the cooler weather, a car can quickly become a refrigerator, chilling your pet. It's always best to take your pet with you when you leave the car, or travel with a companion who can stay with the pet. Lastly, we've all seen those adorable images of dogs with their heads out of car windows, ears flapping in the breeze. However, it's not as fun for your pet as it looks. Flying debris or insects can injure your pet, and the rush of air can irritate their eyes and ears, leading to health problems. So keep those windows up, or at least not wide enough for your pet to stick their head out. Remember, the goal is to get both you and your pet to your destination safely and comfortably. These guidelines are not just about keeping your pets safe, but also about making the journey enjoyable for them. Ensuring a safe and comfortable car journey can make all the difference for your pet. Flying with your pet can be a complex process, but with some preparation, it can be made easier. Setting foot on an airplane can be a daunting experience, and it's even more so when you have a furry friend in tow. But fear not, there are plenty of pet-friendly airlines out there that can make your journey a breeze. The first step in flying with your pet is to understand the airline's pet policy. Each airline has its own rules and regulations when it comes to accommodating pets. Some airlines allow pets in the cabin, while others may require them to be transported in the cargo hold. It's important to research these policies thoroughly to ensure your pet's comfort and safety during the flight. When it comes to options for pet travel on an airplane, you generally have two choices: in-cabin or cargo. If your pet is small enough to fit under the seat in front of you and the airline permits it, in-cabin travel can be a less stressful option. However, for larger pets, cargo travel may be the only option. While this might sound intimidating, rest assured that the cargo hold is pressurized and temperature controlled, just like the cabin. Now let's talk about reducing your pet's anxiety during the flight. The unfamiliar noises, movements, and environment of an airplane can cause anxiety in pets. To help alleviate this, try to familiarize your pet with their carrier before the flight. Spend time getting your pet comfortable with being inside the carrier at home, and consider adding a familiar blanket or toy to provide comfort during the flight. You might also want to consult with your vet about possible calming techniques or medications if your pet is particularly anxious. Remember, the key to a successful flight with your pet is preparation. Check and double-check the airline's pet policy, make sure your pet is comfortable with the carrier, and do everything you can to minimize their anxiety. With the right preparation, flying with your pet doesn't have to be a stressful experience. Traveling with your pet can be a wonderful experience if done right. We've covered a lot today, so let's take a quick stroll down memory lane. First, we talked about pre-travel preparations. Remember, a visit to the vet and ensuring your pet is comfortable with the travel carrier are crucial steps. Next, we discussed packing essentials for your pet. From food and water to toys and a first aid kit, your pet's travel bag should be as well equipped as your own. We also shared guidelines for traveling by car and plane. While car travel requires frequent breaks and safety restraints, air travel demands adherence to airline regulations and a calm, reassuring presence for your pet. No matter the mode of transport, your pet's comfort and safety should always be your priority. Remember, the key to a successful journey with your pet is preparation, patience, and lots of love.